So at the micro level of the individual, what does the individual researcher want?
Okay, so
Okay, like I said, it's that simple.
yes.
You know, why do they want to be in here? You know, what mechanism makes the individual produce? For us, like I said, most everybody, I hate to say this, but it's opportunities, right?
Okay, yeah.
But what is opportunity relates to in this? So for me, it's creativity. Creativity, or you know, what we in our framework is called creative autonomy. The ability to be able to do whatever you need to do to get to your opportunity.
Okay.
Have the freedom to do what you
want to do.
And that falls inside the wild dynamic framework. Okay, which is,
yeah.
I feel you deal with more on the macro side.
Macro level, yeah.
Right, so for us, creative autonomy. So that for the individual. Two is, and this creative autonomy allowed them to integrate easy. This is mainly for integration. Period. Two is wellness. Now, wellness is another one of these individual micro framework.
Okay.
Okay. Wellness. What's that mean for wellness? Well, to me, wellness is how do we maximize them to be dynamic? A lot of times we're not well because we're not doing what we love.
Yeah. Because somebody or your upline told you to do so.
That's right.
So you don't feel happy doing it.
Yeah, so we must let them know that this has to be dynamic to who you are. Like, you know, so if your background is in farming, you should do farming. You know, if your vision is, because then it's easier for us to tap into their dynamism. Okay? And that is important for us. And this is, what is the connection? Is universality. I mean, everybody can connect to this.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone, and then the third part of the research for us is has to be transformative, so or leadership. Because at the end of the day, we want you to be a leader. We don't want to make followers. We want you to become that leader. Your research is that lead. We want you to be that lead. So to me, this is transformative. This is the real transformation. Okay, and like it's transformative. So this is transformation. This is what's happening. And these three things are the backbones of the SDG. This is the meta backbone.
Okay.
Of sustainable development goals. When I was working on the 8, this is what we worked on. When it was 8 sustainable development goal, the top 8 issue, this is what we worked on. Okay? Is it integrative? Is it universality? Is it transformative?
And it is in the individual level.
It's at the individual level, because if they don't connect to that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just idea. It's just like this idea. If it connects at this level,
and
they own it because they can integrate it. I mean, they own it because it's healthy and dynamic. They can integrate it, and they're transforming by being a leader. Yeah. So that to me is at the individual. To me, from here, there is this area before it goes into your area, which is how do we
bridge.
That's right. So regenerate. How do we regenerate this? How do these guys at the individual researcher regenerate this? Do they do audio? Like I do audio.
Yeah, yeah.
This conversation is recorded.
Okay.
So when I'm done with this research, this because this is an action research. What we're doing right now is an action research.
Yeah.
Okay, we're mapping this out. So this is an action research. So when I have this thing mapped out, I have an audio recording. The next level up is I have a brief. I take this recording and I bullet point.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what was talking between, Dr. Putra and Dai's action research. So we have a brief. And then from there, like I said, it can move into other research, other case study. How do we prove this to be true? What methodology are we going to prove this to be true? Which is, you're an expert. I sitting on the panel with you. God, you're like the East German judge. 9, 10, 5.
What? Why 5?
Well, his methodology. You got a point, but it's 20 minutes, sir. But yeah, so to me, this move into like action research. Okay, this qualified. Now, this is at the academic level. So everyone who does this has this. So how do they share this? Do you have a portal that you want to put this in? We can recommend a portal for you. We can create a portal for you. So that way they automatically at the end they post, they share. They post, they share. They post, they share. Okay, so everyone in your research should need to train, prepare for this and prepare for this. So as soon as you have that meeting, you say, oh yeah, we had an action research with Dai and Dr. Putra, boom, they know that they go to that page, they can be briefed.
Yeah.
There's no and or buts about it. We know. Okay. Now, but this is only at the academic level. Then from this level, like I said, they need to move to the communication level. So you need to create, so I was recommending between Agung, photoalism, and I can help for now is create a newsletter. And even social media. So why is this said? Because like I said, this can get outside involvement. So here you have the university, right? So these communication goes to corporate, community, government, NGOs. They're a big aspect of this immediately. So they might not read this, but they might read this, and then this stuff right here can refer to these briefs and these action research. So most likely none of them will go there, but we must have it. So then they know that we're not messing around. And so to me, this is the micro framework. How does it move into research from the macro? So that way at the university level? That's you.
Yeah, that's my part. I don't know how to connect with it.
Well, we will have all this right here. So really, I would recommend is one is qualification. Qualification. Okay? My brain is still. I'll tell you about my trip, the rest of my trip later.
Yeah.
Sponsor is a different sponsor. I have a university sponsor that wants me to focus on university regenerative work. Then I have the other sponsor wanting me to go mainstream. Forgive me, you're not going to regenerate fast enough to the system like that. We have seen culture has been changed in less than a decade going mainstream. You understand?
Yeah.
In 1 decade, we have seen like
a culture that had been developed for centuries, and then in 1 decade
to mainstream. Art, music, fashion. Okay, academic has not done that.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's another side of me that want, but to me, this side is very important because this side gives us the foundation. Okay, this is the foundation side. So to me, so one is qualification. Which one of these action research, based on brief and audio recording, gets qualified? All right, so the qualification of action research, and this is like I said, let's do. I hate democratic approach.
What's that?
Which is, I use a program called Lumio.
Lumio.
Yeah, Lumio.org. And Lumio.org allow us to say, okay, this is an action research, this is good, we put it in there. Then the committee, because I know the owner, and they gave us 100 accounts, they say that, okay, we give you 100 accounts, and so you can have all of our researchers from all the different universities can be on there. So when we post an action research, they can read it and they can vote yes or no.
Ah, I see. And then when they say no,
then it gets bounced out. It bounces out. It still keeps inside our portal for keyword and tagging because it may not be qualified now, but allow us to qualify the action research and then be able to publish the best, right? The best research. To me, there's two types of research. There is the research that are action research,
yes,
which is just information, just quick abstract research sharing. It's like knowledge sharing. Okay, knowledge sharing, so that way we know how to be dynamic in collaboration. Okay, I see what you guys are doing. Hey, I see what you guys are doing. I can recommend something else. We would like to collaborate with you on this.
I see.
But that's not real methodology. It's not real published. It's not real case study.
Yeah.
So this is just published. This is a published best action research. But then there is another one where you actually have methodology case study, right? These are real case studies. Research. And then that one has a different panel. This one, that one is, we talked about creating a panel of researchers, reviewers, and also, to me, who's dynamic in this is corporate. Besides researchers, we know, right?
Yeah.
Researchers, we know, but I think people anyone that can move us towards translational research. Who qualifies that? Isn't that corporate?
Yeah.
I don't know how you.
We should make a loop. Let me think. So now, based on this, we have already done this action research, and we have what you call it?
The brief, the audio, the action research.
We communicated with the community, right? Through newsletters,
we're giving feedback.
Etc. And then we move to university level.
Yeah.
Now, what a university can do with this, with your research and with this material that you have here.
Yeah.
You say Lumio, they might bounce out of this kind of research. They don't accept this.
Yeah, well, our committee that's inside this can vote.
Yeah.
So whoever we invite in there, and it could be very diverse.
Yeah.
Okay, and that action research can be very diverse. It could be anybody, and we use it as like VIP status.
Yeah.
Right? You're corporate. Hey, let's include you in the voting.
Yeah.
I'm only looking.
We can manipulate it, so they manipulate it.
It's dynamic.
Yeah.
It's interchangeable. Everybody can influence the action research. But real case study research, we need real researcher, and and somebody that would influence translational research. Because otherwise it sits still, it doesn't do anything. It's stagnant.
Now we have to do something with this so that it will inform this.
Yes,
It should be
that's right.
walk two ways.
That's right. And this inspired new researcher.
New researcher for doing something new.
Yeah.
That is, we have to create new knowledge here.
Yeah. That's right.
So we have new knowledge.
Yeah.
Based on this new knowledge.
New knowledge and new development.
New development.
New development. Because not just knowledge. Because there's a problem with research right now is that it doesn't get developed.
Yeah.
It sits inside.
It sits inside the journal.
Yeah.
So it does nothing with the community.
That's why, what's that organization right now pushing open source? What's the organization in the Netherlands who does open publication? Oh God, what is the? I hate acronym. No. They're the one that now open source. Anyone can access any research. So this, to me, is another form of accessing research. To me, this publication allow us to be able to share research. But for us, this is where it counts. Is that how did they move into new knowledge, new development, new framework?
Then with this new framework, we can go back to
developing new research.
So it will work. It will regenerate many new research.
That's right. That's right.
So
so that's why I was saying earlier to you, from the research to regenerate, besides, of course, this is interdisciplinary.
Yeah.
But right at the beginning, a lot of this should be in the communication department.
Yeah.
English department, because like I said, this is a tough one for a lot of our research team. The English is not good, so they get scared. You know? But like I said, that's why I included audio, because maybe they can speak it, but they cannot write it.
Write it, yeah, that's true.
So the brief is just to generalize so they don't have to write formalize.
Yeah.
Because it's just action research, and it will help us in Asia. Otherwise, it's like we can talk about it, and we can make point on it, but to formulate it into a full research is very difficult.
That's very difficult.
So by having the first interdisciplinary department, of course, science is the big one, right? Science is the big one. So all of the science, all the sciences are big. But to me, communicate, and then also IT.
Yeah.
So to me, at the beginning, if you can get me these people to help us, it's good enough. Because they can help us research if this model works.
Yeah.
Because this is an action research.
This is a framework of an action research.
Right.
Yeah.
But to move this from an action research into looking at the right appropriate technology, right? Because this is just appropriate technology. AT appropriate. So this is a whole section by itself that can be researched. That's IT.
That's IT.
Because that can be new development, that can be a whole new framework.
Yeah.
That's new knowledge, because this is big.
Generate new knowledge.
Yeah.
This is what we can generate with this
That's right.
framework.
So IT, English, and communication simplify, like to be able how to properly communicate. Like come on, Agung's picture was worth 1,000 words.
Yeah, that's right.
Your presentation was hot because
his
your photo and the graphic. Oh my God, the bicycle wheel.
Yeah.
That's genius. Because of that, it's quick identification.
Yeah.
So these are my recommendation for the first tier of your core team.
Yeah, this is for the core team.
Yeah, yeah.
Take these people.
Yeah, these are the people that you should incorporate in your core team, and like God, we had a big problem as well, which is in the area of, I mean, just simple bookkeeping,
Bookkeeping.
accounting. Now you ask why in research?
Yeah. But
Well,
we need money to operate this.
how does this happen? How does it become dynamic? So, you know, yeah, no, like you said, what department do you have here that can support that? Business management or
Business
economics?
management, we have
Business
accounting,
man.
accounting.
Yeah, all that. You know, business management, accounting, yeah, and economy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is important because right, these guys can lay out how does this model work? How do we attract them? What kind of costs to attract them?
Yeah.
Why do they want to be here? Now, if you make this, that's why I love your leadership. Is you make things dynamic. You personally, you know, you make things dynamic, and people want to be with people that are dynamic. That's how I have gotten so far with WOW, is because we're dynamic, and people want to play with us.
Yeah.
So, but for other research community, they don't have that dynamic.
Yeah.
So how do they raise the fund? How do they get people to collaborate? How do they get people to participate in this? That's this area. You know, guys like you and I, we can make it sexy enough where they say, yeah, we want to play. We don't want to miss out.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity. You know, this is action research on the biggest topic issue right now, which is sustainable and regenerative development.
Yeah. That's the big umbrella.
That covers everything. And you want to play, this is the biggest you can play. You know, that's why I do all the sexy edutainment stuff. Because they're like, they can't figure me out.
Yeah.
They're saying, oh, is he a researcher or is he a party boy? You know?
Yeah.
But to me, it's both. If you want to change a culture, you have to create a lifestyle.
Yes.
You know, that's like, you know, I love guys like you because it's like, man, I want to be a researcher. You know, seeing you, I want to be a researcher. Because they see researcher as this boring,
yeah.
you know, behind the computer, can't communicate to anybody. You know, we got like sexy goon with this, you know, at the beach, you got to know all these girls. What are you doing? I don't know, it's just out here. You know? So to me, that's dynamic.
Yeah.
So most people don't have that. You gotta remember, most,
even in this university, most people they don't have it.
oh, they like I said, they're a researcher. They can't even, that's why they're good at what they do. You know, they don't need to talk to people. They just need pure data.
Yeah.
Okay, but like I said, hopefully if you connect people at this type of development and at this type of disciplinary, you're bringing in a whole new breed of researcher.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Wow, right? So with that new set of researcher, this is first level, but then you bring in the second level. And that second level, they want money.
They want money.
They want money, they want guarantees that they will invest in their time. And it's okay.
That's okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. But people don't use this because most researcher organizations are threatened by these departments.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
They're afraid.
Yeah.
I know. We're not afraid.
Yeah. We take them.
Yeah. We can nurture them.
Yeah.
So let's find ways to nurture them, and I think we have something that's very doable.
Yeah. We have thousands of case studies waiting for us.
Yeah, same with the.
Thousands of case studies, but who will work on these case studies?
That's right.
We need to develop this team.
You develop a team that do that. And like I said, and right now it's easy. Like if you look at the sustainable regenerative, that's why I want to do this meeting. That's I asked Rector to do the meeting. Let me do a breakdown of what I saw at our sustainable regenerative development conference, so that way we can see what are all the different categories. Now, majority of the category are still they're not sustainable and regenerative at all.
Yeah.
Or maybe economic.
Economic. Most of them are economic.
Yeah. There's a group of education research that are trying to redevelop a more sustainable, but those are very alternative, research. They'll never regular education will not let that in there. Too abstract, too alternative. Now, to me, it's abstract and alternative for traditional education, but to me, I look at it as if I took those research and reframe it in an alternative education, it's easy money.
Yeah.
Easy money. The West is looking for those kind of
actions.
Yeah. Asia is still buying their old curriculum from
the West.
Them. So we're afraid because we invest money into a curriculum already, which the West, and that's why I have a case. I have the research with Dr. Otto Sharma, who is head of MIT. I'll send you the audio. Modern education don't work, and his U-learning is WOW's framework. But WOW it's more free because I didn't design it for academic deployment. I designed it for alternative education deployment, which now I'm reframing it for rural education deployment. That's what I will present at the coming up conference, is what would be the rural education development.
Yeah.
So these are like I said, somewhere along this, economic major needs to find some of these research and create, like I said, translational. This is the money maker.
Yeah, this is the money maker.
Yeah.
It can be many research here.
Yeah. Who wants to work on translational research? And there's a guy who was at one of the conferences, and I was sitting on the panel. He's from Canada, right? He developed a whole framework, a new framework that takes translational research into R&D for the university, which is very cool. He said, why are we doing all the research here and then sending it out there and having mainstream take all of our best ideas? Why are we not creating a model that can regurgitate? So back when you're saying to go back to here, right in between here is R&D.
R&D.
This is it. Which one is make money? So when we find new researcher, the researcher is producing money. So this stream is technically, and look, I don't have a problem with money. Real sustainability has money, social, and environment. The problem with the money part is that it's not enough to focus on social, and or this person is too greedy. That's the problem.
That's the problem,
The idea is not good enough, so he becomes greedy, or vice versa. He becomes greedy because he doesn't. So to me, that's still sustainability. Sustainability is economic, social, and environment. But it gets stuck here.
only on the economic side.
Yeah, because like I said,
Yeah.
so if we create a new framework for R&D for university, so we can make it safe for them. You're not doing research for us. You're part of an R&D team. If you make it to this level, you're part of an R&D team. I mean, we will fund your research.
Yeah.
So that means somebody outside, especially in economic, better start getting funding for this wheel.
Yeah.
Who can get funding for this wheel? Because this is a wheel. So they're not just doing research. They're investing their ideas, their vision. So it becomes this. And by doing this, they better themselves. We qualify them. And if they get qualified, then they get funded.
Wow.
Yeah.
You develop a new framework. This is a new framework.
This is a framework.